This is Michael Couch. I'm at my cutting shop here in Chanthaburi, Thailand. I'm going to give a 3-minute video, basically how it works. This is one of several hundred shops in Chanthaburi, Thailand. It's one of the larger ones, and we deal almost exclusively with African rough and material. That's my hideout right there. I sit there for a week when I come here and supervise making the sets and so on. In any event, the stones are brought here from Africa, and Werner brings them, and he knocks the stones with basically a pair of pliers. His assistant here helps a lot too. Right now, as they're looking at stones, they're trying to see if they're included or not, where the inclusions are, so they can knock the stones and make it as clean as possible. Here are some tanzanites. He cut slabs. He mentioned earlier he was going to even make these into cabochons because they're not clean enough for a faceted material. And so they're going through rough right now. They're selecting it, and they are making arrangements to cut it for maximum weight retention. There's something else I want to get out in the opening right now with this. In my opinion, the reason why Thailand is so very successful at handling stones is because of the integrity of the people here. There's very little theft. I don't know of one case that's happened in this office. These people handle literally millions of dollars of stones, and they just don't disappear. In spite of the fact, oh, I bet we have 15 people working here. This tray here, for example, is nothing but yellow golden sapphire. I suppose there's 1,000 carats there. The stones, once they're cut, are put into these kind of trays and kept in the safes for part owners like myself or customers to buy. Now the millie stones I do a lot of work with are kept over those cabinets, and those cabinets are all arranged. The diamond cuts in one area, the princess cuts in another, and so on and so forth. The buying of single stones you see in the safe, to be honest with you, is not that time consuming. You look through there, of course you can look at it closely and you buy. What's really very time consuming is the making of these sets, which is what we specialize in. These women are the best set makers in the world. Meow here is right now making a set of blue fades that she's working on. She just completed these rainbows. Anybody can make a set of stones, but they do it with this kind of quality, consistently with this kind of fade. That is not an easy thing to do at all. So, the majority of my time I spend here picking out single stones, going over the quality control and different ideas with the women that work here in terms of what will sell well and what is available. I'm going to go on down right now to this lower level where the cutting facilities and the preforming is done. Preforming is the most important part of the job. Okay, that determines what kind of weight retention you get. This man right here is doing some preforming right now. He's thinking about doing some preforming. Looks like he's just getting his tools ready right now. But he'll take those aquas there and he will preform them in such a way so to try to get the maximum weight retention. Anyway, you can just cut these things. But to take the rough, try to get the most you possibly can out of it, that's something else. This man here is putting the stones on dop sticks. Once they're on the dop sticks, of course, the cutters can then cut them with the machines. This man over here is on one of the laps, and he's cutting each stone one facet at a time. It's lunchtime right now. Most of the workers are gone. By the way, they work on piece rate around here. So they want to work hard, that's fine. Our cutters and our workers are well paid. Okay? Our cutters and our workers get paid more than most people in this business, and that's okay, because we get better people that way. I'm rather proud of the fact that this company does not take advantage of people when they can. There's all kinds of rough laying around. We probably have over a ton of rough. Now when I showed you the preforming downstairs, I should mention this is where most of the quality preforming is done. This is where the larger stones get cut. And Werner will usually do these himself. Okay, this is the second part of the series of stones in Chanthaburi, Thailand. This is the main area in downtown Chanthaburi. Most of these people around here are buyers, sellers of stones. There's probably several hundred offices around here, like the one across the desk, where people do nothing but buy and sell. This is a larger room. I suppose there's probably about, I don't know, 50 people in here. Looks like someone's interested in buying a quantity of what appears to be lower end ruby. And this is what happens. This is the way business happens. People sit across the desk from each other. They buy, they sell, they bargain. People come from everywhere. More and more they're coming from China. Looks like they're trying to make a deal here with some milli sapphires. The stones, for the most part, are outside of town in large shops, large factories, what have you. And then every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, buyers and sellers meet down here in Chanthaburi, Thailand, and the place is like this. You'll see that most shops will get a reputation for certain kinds of things. For example, this guy here looks like he's working just with milli ruby. Other people will work with different kinds of stones that get a reputation. For example, I work with a lot with Cambodian zircon, and the Cambodian zircon comes from really just 2 or 3 people. Well, more, but I work with, say, 2 or 3. They know me, I know them. When I come to town, I want zircon. I find these people, they find me, and we buy and sell zircon. This guy here looks like he's more like sapphire, golden sapphires. People do tend to specialize. There's a lot of ruby on the market right now. A lot of ruby from Mozambique. A lot of it's glass filled, a lot of it's not glass filled. It's gotten to be a lot better here recently. This is typical. There's offices around here, I suppose several hundred. Here's a larger area inside of an air-conditioned room. I'm not sure what these people are buying and selling. Right now, we're going forward into an area which is probably the center of this whole thing. There's so many hundreds of offices scattered about, it's hard to say it's a center. This isn't the biggest area perhaps, but I guess it's the most obvious area. People sit across the table from each other, they look the stones over, negotiate, they bargain. Here we have some Westerners here at this desk. They come from everywhere, in part because the cutting is so good here in Thailand, and the workers tend to be very honest. In my opinion, that's one of the big reasons Thailand is so successful. Also, Chanthaburi has a reputation for being the best place to burn sapphires, heat treat them. Heat treating sapphires was invented here. But I want to give you people a flavor for where most of your stones come from. And this is a good shot in only 3 minutes. Okay, good luck to all of you. Michael Couch. Bye.